You're back with another one. Top 10 Bleach anime moments by VinnyTube. Look, I've seen Bleach all the way through twice, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like top 5 anime for me. And I know it's an unpopular opinion, because I mean, Bleach is loved, actually. Bleach is very loved, but not the way, not the way it really should be. It's a really good anime. Just at some points it gets very slow. In the Soul Society, it slows down. In I almost said Dressrosa. I don't know why I almost said Dressrosa. The not Hyogyoku. It's whatever. Let's get into the video. I'll think of it. They'll probably say it in the video, or one of the fights or moments happen in that area. But yeah, let's get into it.
In contrast to its shonen Jump peers, Bleach brought about a unique flair and swagger
If
with
you
its
know before it
mature
comes
art,
up, put it in
themes, and
comments.
characters.
Don't look it up,
Starring
though.
teens
I'll know.
and set in a world not too different from our own, Bleach aesthetically set itself apart from its contemporaries such as Naruto while attracting a huge fan base. The anime series made waves all over the world, firmly establishing itself as one of the pillars of shonen anime back in the early mid-2000s. With it ending almost a decade ago, I'm not sure if many people still have fond memories of the show, and that's precisely what this video is for. Why don't we take a trip down memory lane and take a look at some of the top moments in Bleach's storied history. Of course, a top 10 list of memorable moments wouldn't be complete without the one that started it all, Ichigo becoming a Shinigami. To sum up, the main character, Ichigo Kurosaki's life changes in an encounter with the Shinigami Rukia Kuchiki. When a hollow attacks the Kurosaki household, Rukia gets injured.
God, that's gotta be so painful.
Ichigo accepts the responsibility and lets Rukia stab him, transferring her powers to him and turning him into the substitute Shinigami. It's a strong and powerful image that fittingly kicks off this epic supernatural adventure.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was a dub thing, the music. I thought they changed it up. I thought, because normally they be having different music for some dubs if they care enough, but I guess it didn't matter.
Next is Aizen battling the captains and wizards in
Already?
fake Karakura town. Need
Shit,
more proof
alright.
that Aizen is by far one of the most broken villains ever conceived in anime history?
Took 'em all
Look
out.
no further from this whole sequence in
Easily.
fake Karakura town. After the united front of the Gote and the wizards finish taking care of business, it should be easy, right? Aizen's camp's down to him and Gin, and he has a whole bunch of powerful opponents ready to gang up on him. The battle starts and he easily dispatches a few captains. However, the numbers game would eventually catch up to him, and he finds himself finished off by Hitsugaya in poetic fashion. Not.
At least he
When were you
thinks.
under the impression that Aizen
thought.
can be done in by lowly captains and wizards that don't even comprehend his power? And he's only getting stronger and stronger as the battle rages on.
Well, the music is so intense. Bro. Fuck Orihime. I hate Orihime. She is literally the Sakura of this show. Literally. That's all I'm gonna say about her. That's all I'm
May
gonna say
is
about
the
her.
next moment, the one where she says goodbye to Ichigo. You see, Orihime's powers have
pissed
put
off like
her
me?
in
Is this
Aizen's sights.
tears?
Aizen
Who the
sends
fuck
various
crying on
forces
me?
to act as a diversion. The one who
so
finally
pissed.
intercepts the girl is none other than his fourth Espada, Ulquiorra. Threatened by Ulquiorra, Orihime agrees to go with him to Hueco Mundo.
Hueco
However,
Mundo.
for someone who's the
That was it,
embodiment of
right there.
nihilism, the Espada isn't as heartless after all. Instead of taking her straight to Aizen, Ulquiorra allows Orihime to say her farewells to one person without anyone else else's knowledge. For Orihime, the choice is clear as day. Finding herself inside her choice's room for the first time, she confesses her love to a sleeping Ichigo. In her confession, she tells him of her dreams and reaffirms her love for him. This is a dramatic scene that sets the stage for the next arc. The scene where Orihime can't bring herself to kiss Ichigo and the confession that follows remains, for me, one of the key scenes for this girl in the entirety of Bleach. You can't help but feel sad
And
for
she's
her
gonna get
as she
powers
says
out of
her
nowhere.
supposed
I'm like,
love
bitch, what?
farewell.
Fuck no. Hate Orihime. Caused so much trouble for no reason.
神死にの槍胸に穴が開いて死ぬんや本望ですやろ
In a 7th place is Gin's betrayal of Aizen. Talk about top 10 anime betrayals or what? For me, one of the moments that struck me the most as I watched the end of the Aizen arc is the scene where Gin pierces his sword right through Aizen's chest. He reveals the trick to playing around Kyoka Sugetsu as well as the true nature of his Bankai. It's here that Gin's true intentions are revealed. All this time he'd spent being by Aizen's side, establishing him as a close ally, everything is for the sole purpose of exacting revenge on this man for Rangiku's sake. How fitting that even his Bankai's name can be translated to God-killing spear. It's as if Gin's been destined to kill Aizen all along. All is for naught as Aizen revives almost immediately and puts a quick end to Gin's ambitions. Gin spends his last moments lamenting his failure and apologizing to Rangiku. On a more hopeful note, he lives long enough to see Ichigo emerge out of the Dangai. Upon seeing the fire of resolve in the teen's eyes, Gin finally dies knowing that he can leave the rest to Ichigo.
案ずることはない
Oh wait, he's dead? Confirmed? I
鎌
thought,
倉町が破
shit,
壊され
alright.
るまでもなく君は
Shit. I ain't even read the manga, so I don't know who's like actually alive or dead. I thought he was just in
Next
jail
up
with
is
Aizen.
Ichigo arriving at Karakura Town to fight Aizen. Just as Aizen seems unstoppable and all hope seems lost, out of the Dangai comes none other than Ichigo. Gone is the hesitant youth with shaky resolve and the Ichigo that wavered against Gin's relentless assault. Thanks to the time he trained inside the Dangai, Ichigo stands before Aizen a completely mature and confident combatant. One doesn't have to look anywhere but his appearance to see proof of a man who's been through hell and back. Thanks to the training, Ichigo has transcended his limits far beyond what Aizen has become. To further this point, Ichigo simply grabs Aizen and throws him down in order to have a fight where the two of them wouldn't be interrupted. One does not simply manhandle Aizen like that. It's finally time for the final showdown.
始めようぜアイゼン一瞬で終わらせてやる 最後の月
Right, is this moments or fight? Okay, moments. I was about to say.
俺自身が月牙になることだ
Number 5 is of course the final Getsuga Tensho. The battle against Aizen's been going well so far. Breaking enhanced Kido with his arm? Check. Destroying the landscape with a swing of his sword? Check. To cap it off, he also returns a year-long favor to Aizen by stopping Aizen's sword with his hand. With Aizen reeling and shaking in disbelief, Ichigo decides that it's time to finish the fight once and for all. It's here that he unveils the culmination of his
didn't even
Dangai
try,
training,
though.
the
Like, come on,
final
dog.
Getsuga
You didn't even
Tensho.
try.
In terms of hype, nothing really compares to seeing Ichigo with an ominous aura and sleek new attire in his bid to finally defeat the overpowered villain in anime. His finisher, Mugetsu, is especially important because it's a move that eliminates the last traces of his Shinigami power once he's used it. It's truly an all-or-nothing attack that seeks to end Aizen before the latter can continue evolving past Ichigo's power level.
If I remember correctly, this man Ichigo was just playing around with him. He was like, nope, stop that, stop it. Like, he was just like, bro, you didn't even go on the offense until it was time. He was like, all right, time to
Easily
finish it.
taking
It's
the
like, bro,
fourth spot on this list is
whoa, you
Ichigo
can try something else
interrupting
first.
Rukia's execution. Talk about coming in the nick
That was
of
a cool ass
time.
moment.
Right as Rukia's about to be executed, Ichigo saves the day by stepping between the giant fiery phoenix and Rukia. Pandemonium follows for Soul Society's forces. Two senior captains who've had their suspicions make their move, disabling the Sokyoku and confronting head captain Yamamoto. More importantly, Ichigo succeeds in doing the thing that he set off to do, rescuing Rukia. After leaving Rukia in Renji's care and easily defeating the vice captains, all that's left for Ichigo is his date with destiny.
見えてるって言ったろ。口木白や。
This fight right here was one of the best.
奇跡は一度
Bankai, bro.
二度は
Ichigo pulling out his Bankai, and then Kuchiki pulling out his Bankai. Byakuya pulling out his
For our third
Bankai.
moment,
I don't know, I
Ichigo
said Kuchiki,
versus
that was weird.
Byakuya's a shoo-in. What
Never
makes
said
the
his first name
Ichigo
before,
versus
or second.
Byakuya fight so great, you ask? It's important to note that this fight happened way before character powers went over the top and fights started becoming predictable reveal fests where the one who runs out of new powers loses. What we have here is a fight that pits two of the key players in the story together, letting them face off in a clean, one-on-one fight with everything on the line. Ichigo had just saved Rukia in one chain of badass moments. Meanwhile, Byakuya was never overhyped like Aizen, but he's considered a very powerful opponent and is fresh off making mincemeat out of his vice captain that just obtained Bankai. More than a battle of strength, this fight is also a clash of ideals. Ichigo and Byakuya's fight at the end of the Soul Society arc would go down as one, if not the best fight in Bleach history. The action is back and forth, with Ichigo showcasing his new Bankai that lived up to the hype and knocked the proud captain down a peg.
奇跡は一度だったよな。じゃあ二度目はなんだ。
Kind of want a Kenpachi moment on here. Like I'm trying, like the Kenpachi versus the Espada #0, bro. That would have me losing it. This too. This actually, I needed to go rewatch it because I was binge watching the mess out of this show and I fell asleep at this point. I had no clue what the fuck was happening. I remember.
Finds its way to the second spot on.
I came. This nigga was looking like this. Ichigo was looking like a demon. I was just like, what the hell happened when I woke up? I had to go back to like 4 or 5 episodes. I was like, bro, what the hell happened?
List. Throughout most of the Waco Mundo arc, Ichigo's done a pretty good part in playing the underdog. The final fight against Ulquiorra in particular showed how outmatched and outclassed Ichigo is. A dramatic moment in that fight is when Orihime and Ishida chase after the two combatants, only to be greeted with the sight of Ulquiorra delivering the finishing blow to our protagonist, blasting a hole through his chest. Hearing Orihime's cries of despair, something awakened within the practically dead Ichigo. His inner hollow. Now taking over the host's body, the hollow turns the tables and destroys Ulquiorra in one chilling sequence of events.
Ichigo
Even
got
his
about
secret
12
technique
powers.
gets brushed aside by this incredible force that aims to destroy everything in sight. If you ever wondered what a completely unleashed hollow Ichigo can do, look no further from the episode featuring this scene.
ありがとうひなもりくん。本当にありがとう。
God.
Aizen's iconic reveal as a traitor to Soul Society takes #1 on this list. Did you get caught off guard by this before? A lot of us sure did. After spending most of the Soul Society arc dead, Aizen turns up near the end of the arc to the shock of everyone. For so long, Gin's been the one that's been set up as the orchestrator of the arc's events. Kubo had other ideas and Gin ends up being just a co-conspirator all along. To demonstrate his power, Aizen wastes no time mowing through 2 captains. Bankai Hitsugaya and Bankai Komamura both fall to him in one hit, and so he finally finds himself face to face with Ichigo and Renji. The fight goes as well as you'd expect. After extracting the Hogyoku from Rukia, Aizen gets forced back temporarily. Along with his 2 captain accomplices, he leaves for Ueko Mundo, and that's the last we saw of the gentle, bespectacled Captain Aizen and Ichigo's theme. Seriously, if memory serves me right, that's really the last time we hear the vocal version of #1. Guess Aizen killed the singer off too.
Cut that shit right off. He's like, stop it, bro. Just stop it.
And that's a wrap. But honestly, I feel that I'm not done talking about Bleach. Throughout its decade-plus run, Bleach had its share of ups and downs, but it definitely has no shortage of iconic and epic moments. 10 entries just doesn't cut it for this, because this anime
more?
Much more to offer that can be contained in just one video. Will we be
Bet. Bet. I need to find that video. I'm reacting to it. Bet. If you guys liked it, go ahead and like his video, like my video. Go ahead, subscribe to him, subscribe to me, and comment your favorite Bleach moment. Cause People don't talk about Bleach enough anymore. It deserves respect, especially that soundtrack. Like that shit was ooh, that the soundtrack was just so good. I'm out. Peace.